Alright, what's up? I haven't done a unboxing in a super long time. I'd actually even tried to do an unboxing of the first set of Flatface G4s I got, which I think it was either one of these two. I have two sets now. But I've accumulated a few sets now. These are blistered conicals. These are both white G4s. And then these are also G4s. They're like the jade color, I think. But I'm a sucker for them at this point. And I have some dynamic, like bowl wheels on this setup, but I wanted another set of Flatface blistered collab wheels. So Mike had another stock, ordered another set. This is what we got. These are the antique white ones. That's a cool Flatface sticker. So these are the antique whites. Honestly, at this point, they look about, actually, my two current main sets, these are the two oldest ones. This one actually went through a little bit of like a rust. I have a clip right here I can show. But because of that, it looks a little more aged at this point. But in comparison to this set, which is the newest set of white conicals, you can kind of see a little bit that they're a little bit duller, I guess. I'd say they look closer to a used set. So let's bust these out, get it swapped up, and see how they ride. Yeah, I like that they have some give to them. That's something I really like. The wheels do age as you get them. Sorry, I'm trying to get these. Yeah, you can kind of see the difference, I think. But in comparison to brand new set, to the naked eye, this honestly looks about the same. These are like probably a month or so old at this point. But yeah, I've always enjoyed the G4 shape. For a long time, I rode cartwheels. I still have a bunch. Simon and I go way back. I used to ride for Simon, but he was one of the people that really got me to kind of realize that I should be focusing more of my time and energy into sponsor meet tape than being both like a company rider, or a company owner, I mean, and a rider for other companies, because I was also riding for a deck company at that time on Blacklist fingerboards. Great decks. But it was kind of more getting to a point where I should probably be focusing on using the decks that I'm selling and all that stuff. So we all ended on good terms. I'm still friends with all of them to this day. I've bought many sets from Simon even after leaving Cartwheels. But it did give me the opportunity to try out some other new wheels in the scene. When I was a kid, I really pretty much only used Flatface. I know I had G4Ts. Those are some of my favorites. I would say that this blistered material really feels similar to that kind of soft material. I even have a set of, I think, G8Ts, but I don't use them because I don't want them to wear out. But yeah, I've always enjoyed the shape of a G4. It's just a classic shape, honestly. Nothing more to say about it. It's pretty perfect. Yeah, I've really been enjoying the material of the blistered wheels. I hadn't ever tried blistered until Mike bought blistered for Flatface. But I get why. They're a great material. I wouldn't have 5 sets already if I didn't like them. I've spent way too much money on all these wheels. But yeah, I've really enjoyed them quite a lot. Excited to keep going on in the collection. I am a big white wheels person. And the only other wheel I would probably buy at this point would be an off-white if I could get it. That's like a kind of tan color. It just looks like a skateboard wheel. Honestly, these blisters are some of my favorites. The G4 version is one of my favorites. I actually do think I might even prefer the conical shape a little bit more, but I have been able just to get more G4s than conicals. But the material is great. The 60D is awesome. I forgot, I even have this set of dual bearing G4s that are in the 72D instead, so they're a bit more plasticky. They got a bit more slick to them. Super great though. Honestly, if you like plastic wheels, you should try out the blistered Flatface 72D. That's a great material. I genuinely do think that as a plastic type wheel, like you're not going to get anything better, honestly. The 72D is basically a plastic wheel. Especially, I think he said the 72D Ultra, the newer one, is like pretty much as close as a urethane can get to a plastic feel. If you haven't tried Flatface wheels in a long time, like I hadn't, it had probably been like almost like 8 years, probably 7 or 8 years since I had bought Flatface wheels. So go give them a try if you haven't. If you enjoy urethane wheels, you'd probably like these. Stop. Stop scratching. Something I do want to bring up while I'm talking about just fingerboard shit right now is the new SMT PRO-CAST bushings. Ironically, like right around the same time Mike was coming out with these, I actually was getting way more successful with my bushing casting process. I have kind of been getting farther along with that. This is actually my most recent cast, but I've even started getting some dynamic pivot cups. Something that's been piquing a lot of people's interest are my BRT designs that has the little extension on the kingpin to really help lock it in there and make sure you don't get that kingpin slippage. That's some BRTs do get over time. They're currently still in the testing phase. They've been sent out to most of the team members, I think, at this point. They're kind of going through them, putting them through the wear and tear, seeing if there's any mistakes or any issues that pop up, but pretty excited about where we're at this point. Also, every set of bushings is going to come with its own matching set of pivot cups. So the color of the bushings is going to be the same color as the pivot cups. So just to let people know, there's going to be 4 different duros. We got the 60A, which is pretty soft. I would almost say this might be as like close to a wristband bushing, I would say, maybe the closest other one. So this is going to be the super soft 60A. And then there's going to be the 70A, which is also still pretty soft. These are also 70A, pretty soft as well. The 70A, I would maybe say is the closest to a wristband bushing. Kind of like backers used to be. If you liked those when I used to make backer bushings, I would start with a 70A probably. If you liked the backer bushing wristband bracelets, but you wanted to kind of tighten them, or you wanted a washer on them and wanted just a little bit more, then you'd probably prefer something like this 80A. Still get a nice, nice bounce. Still get some solid response, but I would consider this a solid medium. You're not going to get too much bouncing around, but you get a good little pop back. They're all made out of the same material as real skateboard bushings are made out of, urethane rubber. So this is me legitimately just trying to take what skateboard bushings are made out of and miniaturize it into fingerboard bushings. Finally, we'll have a 90A. Funny story, Flatface team rider, an OG, Tim Early. He loves hard bushings, but he's always struggled with finding that. And it got to a point where one of the reasons I did pick this project back up was because I was like, I don't think anybody else is gonna get Tim the bushings that he wants. So this is the 90A. They're hard. This is hard. They don't have that much give. If you push a little bit, you'll get a little bit, but they're pretty stiff overall. Again, one more time, 60A, 70A, 80A, and then we got the 90A. Yeah, really, I'm pushing pretty hard on these. Anyway, I went off topic, but I'm just excited about getting this project kind of wrapped up. Well, not wrapped up, but fully streamlined. And I'm excited to get it out to y'all. I'm gonna have the first stock pretty soonish. I'm hoping for a September release of all of the Duros: white, black, blue, red, yellow, orange, green, and purple. And then I have some other ones, these are the bright colors. I have a magenta as well, and that's going to come in the second stock. This green is actually going to be in the second stock as well. I don't even have a good green to show you of what it is. It's a darker green. The other one is a bright green. But yeah, I've been working hard on these for quite a while, and yeah, I'm excited that things are moving in the right direction. Anyway, go check out Flatface blistered wheels. Go get yourself some G4 60D wheels. I've said so many Duros. And yeah, I hope you enjoy. Flatfacefingerboards.com for them. And then if you want sponsor me tape, hit up smtfb.co. It's also where you get Decatur decks, lots of different kinds of graphics. We got the Sky graphic too. Got the Rougarou graphic, Mort and Mort's Return. We got a bunch. They're all made by me. So yeah, give me some love if you want. But yeah, thanks for watching, and catch y'all on the next one. Peace.